Welcome into the Gridiron Grind. Another episode, another week. 3-3, and Jimmy G back
Love it.
in this week. We have a later posted to be one day later. Sorry, we had crazy schedules this week, so instead of Thursday, it'll be out on Friday. I already had some people text me, so yeah, we're not recording this until Thursday afternoon. We usually record Tuesday or Wednesday, but anyway, it's a day late, but we're back, ready to go this week. Our picks have been just awful. Well, Jimmy still got a winning record. I've never had a start this bad. Going through
it's a roller coaster, man.
Roller coaster, but I've never been this bad before, so that means I'm just about to get hot. I'm about to get hot. So
I agree. I like it.
All right, let's start with college football. Last week, the only thing to talk about, we got a new number one. The Horns, number one for the first time since 2008.
Yep. Jimmy's preseason national championship pick.
Jimmy was all over it. Horns number one. Again, it doesn't matter, especially now with college football playoff. The rankings don't really matter. They matter later, I guess, if you get in. But Horns number one. Other than that, Georgia struggled against Kentucky.
Yeah, after Kentucky got waxed by South Carolina.
Yeah.
Who a lot of people thought was going to be the worst team in the SEC. Turns out might be Vanderbilt, Kentucky.
Or Mississippi State.
Or Mississippi State. Yeah, that's true.
They are bad. They lost. They got rolled by Toledo. Paid them like $1.6 million to get beat in Starkville. That's bad. Until it wasn't close either.
Yeah.
Toledo beat them by 3 touchdowns. So Georgia's offense looks a little rough. Scored 1 touchdown. Kentucky punted on 4th down. They shouldn't have done that with like 1:44 to go. They had all 3 timeouts, but come on, man, You're not getting that ball back. South Carolina, probably the SEC officials probably screwed South Carolina out of a win against LSU.
Yeah, and I've got LSU team total under 9.5, which I still think I hit, but that one would have almost, I think, guaranteed.
Oh, we'd have had that one. I mean, you might as well cash the ticket. 9 games left, only need to lose 1 more. Cash the ticket. They're losing to South Carolina. I still feel good about that. One I'm a little worried about is Tennessee, and that's a big game. So we got big games of the week. It's the best weekend as far as ranked matchups so far this season. 4 of them starting Friday night. Number 24, Illinois at number 22, Nebraska. Should be a good Friday night ball game. Nebraska favored by 7.5 right now. Nebraska's got the freshman quarterback, Dylan Raiola. Should be a good test. Illinois plays good football. Or good defensive football anyway. Your old boss, Brett Bielema, fired up. Have you seen much out of Nebraska? This could be a rock fight. The total's super low. The total's like 42. Let me double check that, but
it's up to 45 now.
Oh, 45 points in a college football game. That is not a lot. You got 45 where I'm looking at still has it at 42.5.
Yeah.
Man, you might. I don't know.
Verify.
Consider Friday night for taking it over. 42, 6 touchdowns. I mean,
no, you're correct. Sorry. I mixed, transposed the 2 and the 5. You're right. It's 42.
42.5.
42.5.
I did not have that one down on my sheet, but that is a low total. I know both teams playing good defense. Nebraska playing, they shut down Colorado. Illinois shut down Kansas, but Kansas is not looking good. Kansas lost to UNLV last Friday night.
Right. Of course, UNLV's got a whole bunch of SEC, Division I trash. That's where Catalon's at now.
Yeah, Catalan made it.
Barry Odom has got him a good chunk of transfers from pretty big programs. Catalan, for me, I was kind of surprised he was still in college football, but yeah, start out at Arkansas, All-American, goes to Texas. I'm like, so Catalan can play some football. He's got him out there amongst some other guys. So yeah, UNLV, they might be another one of those teams. Maybe Vegas. Really funny, right?
Maybe UNLV makes the playoff.
Maybe Vegas. Yeah.
As a group of 5 team.
Maybe they're the new Marshall.
I don't have much in this Nebraska-Illinois game Friday night. I think Nebraska's a better football team. They're favored by a touchdown in the hook. I would expect Nebraska to win this game. I don't have any plays in this one. I'm going to look at taking the over though, 42.5, 40. If it gets to 42, it's not a lot of points in college football. A lot of unders. I saw a study on Twitter this week. Unders are hitting at a high rate in college football, probably because a lot of the rule changes, the running clock and everything. Next game is number 11 USC at number 18 Michigan. Michigan +5. Michigan has a change at quarterback. Davis Warren started the first 3 games, struggled against Arkansas State. They went to Alex Orji in the second half. Of course, known more of a runner, looking at him throw the ball. And from everything I hear, he struggles throwing the football. I don't know about Michigan. They're going to have to really rely on their defense. They tried to do that against Texas. Texas kind of lit them up. USC looked really good in their opener. USC's only played 2 games thus far. I think USC is a legit football team. Miller Moss. I think USC wins that game.
Yeah, I do too. Michigan, man, that quarterback might be one of the worst quarterbacks in the nation. And that's crazy to think that you go from the national championship to, I mean, because there's still dudes there from the team. There's still dudes. These were highly recruited guys. And you're just like watching him throw off his back foot for that pick 6. I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. And of course, I can't say much. Taylor Green did the same thing against Oklahoma State, but we didn't just win the national championship either. So
it shocks me Michigan didn't try to portal in a quarterback. Didn't even really try.
Go back. I go get Ohio State's dude that took them to.
No kidding.
I'd be like, hey, come on over here to Michigan. Let's really stick it to Ohio State.
And he's looking good at Syracuse, by the way. I think he's got Syracuse undefeated. Beat Georgia Tech 2 weeks ago. I have a little bit more faith in Lincoln Riley and USC right now than I do Michigan. I would definitely lean USC. It's 5. I hate road team taking a road favorite. But I think USC is how they look, and I don't know how good LSU is, but they looked pretty good. The defense looks a lot better for USC, and that's why USC can hold up defensively. I think they can score some points on Michigan. Lincoln Riley's probably going to use that game plan Texas used or some version of it. I think USC will score enough, and I don't think Michigan can score and keep up. I'd go with USC there. I think this is going to be a very good game. The next one, number 12, Utah, and number 14, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State favored right now by 2.5. Utah had some Cam Rising. This is the battle of 7th-year quarterbacks. Cam Rising.
Yeah, they were talking about that.
Alan Bowman in his 7th year. The combined age of Rising and Bowman's 49. The starter in one of the NFL games is 44. I think it's the Colts-Bears game. Caleb Williams, Anthony Richardson. Their combined age is 44. And Utah, Oklahoma State, Saturday's combined age is 49. Should be a good game. Cam Rising's back. He's going to play. It's in Stillwater. What's shocking is Oklahoma State has the most experienced offensive line in the country and the Doak Walker award-winning running back, but they're really struggling to run the football. And Utah has really good run defense. Interesting to see Oklahoma State run the football this year. It's a struggle to run it.
Yeah, and I think everybody's kind of keying on Gordon and going, hey, we're not going to let him beat us. We're going to, you know what, Alan Bowman, if you beat us, so be it. Tip, if you're going to play Oklahoma State, guard that Presley kid because he can catch the football. But other than that, I don't know what else they can do. But like I said, I think people have just said, hey, Ollie Gordon's not going to beat us. So Alan Bowman, I know that, you backed up Unitas there in Indy. So you've been around for a while. So if you can beat us, great. If you can't, then, we win. I think that's the best game plan. And like I said, Arkansas had them beat. And I think that if you're going to beat Oklahoma State, you got to shut down Ollie Gordon. You just got to have Alan Bowman turn the football over.
I think Utah's good enough defensively to do what other teams have done to Oklahoma State, and that's stop the run. This is going to be a close game. It could be a preview of the Big 12 championship between Utah and Oklahoma State. The winner has got the driver's seat to go to the conference championship. I lean Utah because I think it's going to be a close game and they're getting points. So why not take the team getting points? But I don't have a great feel on it. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm excited to watch it. It's in Stillwater. And Oklahoma State, I mean, they find ways to win. This is going to be a great game.
They'll have, the home crowd, obviously, they're rowdy. They've got a lot to prove this year. First year without Big Brother.
Yep.
OU and Texas in the conference. They don't got to play them, so they're, and I agree with them. It's kind of like, hey guys, this is ours for the taking. Let's go out and take it. And so far, undefeated. So we'll see.
I don't have a play. I lean Utah for the reasons I said. It's going to be a close game. Might as well take the team getting points. I think it's going to be a great game.
I lean OSU. You just go with the home team.
And can't go
Why
wrong
not?
there either. I mean, go with the home team. It's going to be a good game. Speaking of OU, they host number 6 Tennessee. OU ranked 15th. Right now, it's Oklahoma +7 at home. Kind of my same breakdown as USC. Oklahoma is really struggling offensively. Jackson Arnold hadn't looked good. The running game ranks 108 in the country. Oklahoma really struggling to run the football. The offensive line is bad for OU. Gave up 6 sacks to Tulane. Offensive line really struggling. Tennessee is dominated. Everybody they play. They struggled out the gate against NC State a couple weeks ago. It was 10-3. Then they pulled away second half. I think Tennessee has a really good offense and really good defense. And that's why I think they win this game is because I think Oklahoma has a really good defense, but I don't think their offense can score enough. And I think Tennessee will score some. And I don't think OU's offense can keep up. So I would say Tennessee's going to win this game. 7's a lot. OU night game at home. It's their SEC opener. You know they're going to be fighting hard to win that one, built and pull from that crowd and the atmosphere in Norman. But I think Tennessee's the better football team right now. What do you think?
I agree, and that the quarterback, I'm gonna lay you out or whatever. I'm like that guy and Rayola are playing
Mm-hmm.
lights out, and so like you said, but it is at home in Norman, and OU's another team that they had to hear. The whole talk of the SEC was Texas and OU are coming, but everything was on Texas, right? So OU's, they're not really even talking about us. That kind of always makes them mad. Texas OU, well we're better, and it's like no, no. But Texas has kind of owned that series. So, but anyway, so I think this is going to be a game. OU's going to come out and try to prove, hey, Venable's going to. I bet OU's defense in the first half comes out. They're play better than we've seen them play all year. But at the end of the day, I think Tennessee's a more complete team offensively and
Agreed.
defensively. And I think in the second half they're going to wear OU down, and 7. That might be a touchdown win. That might be a push, or then again, it might not be. It might be too little. So I'm
And
excited to
Tennessee's
watch that one. And like you said, the Nebraska, Illinois, see these young quarterbacks.
Yep. Tennessee's defensive line is really good. They got a first rounder, I believe, on the one of their edge rushers. Oklahoma's offensive line has really struggled. I mean, 6 sacks against Tulane. Um, I just don't think OU can score enough points to keep up with Tennessee. I think Tennessee will win the football game. The Hogs they go on the road to Auburn. Auburn favored by 3.5. That's interesting. Auburn changed quarterbacks. So Peyton Thorne was benched, and Auburn going through a young quarterback. I like what I've seen from Arkansas so far this year. I would lean Arkansas on that one, especially 3 and a hook.
Yeah, I have too. I think we're the better team. This was one of those games. If we would have come into this undefeated, we're still picked to. Vegas has us. We have a lot of injuries defensively in the secondary. Some guys out, but I agree. I think we're more impressive than the Hugh Freeze led Auburn team. So
Yep.
we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what Taylor Green shows up and see what Petrino can put together. And but I like Arkansas on this. I got to pick on this later when we get to it. Even though it's in Auburn, I'm like, man, I can remember us going to Auburn when they were number 2 in the nation, I think it was, in '06, Mustaine, and we go down there and upset them and Jordan Hare. So I think we can go down there and beat them again.
I think you definitely can. Like I said, I would definitely lean Arkansas. Going to be a lot of good close games, or a lot of close lines
Mm-hmm.
this week. That should be some really good football games this weekend. From Texas standpoint, they host Louisiana Monroe, 45-point favorite or something around there. But I'm excited. Arch Manning's getting his first career start, so excited to watch how Arch does. But we're not going to learn anything much. I mean, Louisiana Monroe is not a good football team. It's a 45-point spread for a reason.
Well, that's good. That's better than having his first career start against OU or Georgia.
Yeah, if Quinn Ewers is going to
Oh,
get hurt, I'm glad he got hurt before this game. Early signs are he'll be back. Texas opens up SEC play next week against Mississippi State. Georgia and Alabama, they both have a bye this week. That'll be a game next week that we will talk about for sure. Georgia and it's at Alabama next week. That'll be a big time game. NFL, Cowboys stunk it up, man. That was pretty rough to watch. Reminded me of the playoff game against the Packers last year. Saints might be a legit team, though. I'm a little disappointed in our defense. We got zero pressure on David Carr. Again, struggled against the run again, just like at points last year. Saints might be a good team, but still did not like what I saw from the Cowboys last week.
Yeah, me neither. And, I went into that game saying, man, we're going to wear New Orleans out.
I did too.
We're going to wear them out. And we did. I guarantee you their offense was wore out by the time that game was over because of everything they did on the field. And, their offensive line, and I wanted Trevor Penning that draft. And I think we might have got Parsons, so it worked out. But that Trevor Penning draft, or that might have been the Mozzie Smith draft, but he was big, nasty, guy out of Northern Iowa, too. It was random. It was just like, what? How's this guy? Trevor Penning.
Yes.
And look at him. He's down there. He's an anchor on their O-line, and their O-line looked nasty. They were moving us back. We didn't. The running back was getting 3 yards before he was getting touched. And then some of the stuff, again, I know they make way more money than I do and have their reasonings, but I felt like we were in trouble when I saw Deuce Vaughn starting at running back.
Yes.
And I didn't see Overshone starting. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, where's Michael Gallup? Where's defense Michael Gallup at? Because everything I saw from the first games, I'm going, this guy's got to start. You have to start him. Him and Parsons out there, 2-speed, you got to start him, right? Whatever the reason may be, I don't know, coach, whoever, listening, go,
overthinking.
You're right, I don't know. But I'm telling you, the eye test, which is a big portion of it, goes, why was Deuce Vaughn starting and why wasn't Overshone playing more?
Right.
We don't have a true running back. We got Dalvin Cook still in the dungeon somewhere. I think we need to, let him up, see what we've got, and see if we do have a true running back or if we've got a stable of, 5 just okay running backs.
Very disappointing, and this week gets no easier. We host the Ravens. The Ravens are desperate. They started 0-2, blew a game late to the Raiders last week. Baltimore's coming in hungry. They're desperate for a win. They
can't go down 0-3.
No. Ravens are coming in with tails on fire, needing a win. They're actually favored. What are the Ravens? -1 right now. Time of this recording. It's kind of went all over the place, back and forth. It's hard for me to see the Cow. I looked at our schedule. I've been telling people all year, Cowboys' first 10 games, I think we're going to be 5-5. I just don't see how this team, and then last week just confirms it. I had the Saints down as a win. It's going to be 5-5. Our first 10 games are tough. Playing a bunch of playoff teams. Cowboys. The only good thing was the Cowboys, everybody else in the division basically lost. Giants and Washington, I don't even remember who won that game. It was a terrible game. Field goal fest.
Yeah, Washington, I think the Commanders ended up
won. Giants are terrible. Eagles lost on Monday night. That's the only thing that saves the Cowboys is there might not be a legit team. They all might be around 500 after 10 games. But the Cowboys got to find a way. Ravens are 0-2, desperate. Cowboys got to somehow find a way. Dax, he's got to bounce back. He was okay last week. It's got to be better if the Cowboys want to make a run at the play. Just get into the playoffs and then we'll see what happens. But not good. Saints might be legit though. It's only
you're right. Saints might be a better team than we thought. I definitely agree. And same with the Vikings. Vikings undefeated. Yep. The Vikings and Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold might have finally figured it out. You rarely see a guy who's bounced around 2-3 teams. Such a mental position. He's called a bust. Yep. He's been with New York, Carolina. He's at Minnesota now, San Francisco, team he just beat, so. But, I agree. I think the Saints might be legit. We'll find out as the season goes on. If they keep this up and it keeps looking like young Alvin Kamara out there, they're going to be tough to beat. But, Baltimore can't go down 0-3. They're going to be hungry. what do we struggle against? We kind of struggle against stopping the run,
Yeah.
and Lamar Jackson, last time I checked, has got two of the fastest legs in football. So, and oh yeah, by the way, they got a running back. Might have heard of him, Derrick Henry.
Hmm.
So that's something else we're going to have to try and contain. I hope the defense. I need Mike Zimmer to be chewing some ass this
Yeah.
week and get
He
them
was
ready
not the
because
Mike Zimmer that we're accustomed to seeing
no,
before, just screaming and yelling. He was talking it through with guys. Yeah, we might need to get some ass chewing going. That
yeah,
defense,
I think
that was
so.
bad. But you know who else might be legit in the NFC? Tampa Bay.
I'm not
They
quite
go
sure
in
how
and
to help you with that.
they go in and beat the Lions last week. Tampa Bay with Baker
Longhorns
Mayfield.
are a professional American.
Sorry guys, my Alexa keeps going off.
Come on, Alexa.
Like I don't care about the Lions.
Yeah, she's like, don't be talking bad about my Lions. The Buccaneers are might be legit with Baker Mayfield. They're
Dude,
undefeated.
you know, that guy, that guy is
And
Johnny
Darnold,
Manziel.
career resurgence, just like Darnold.
Yeah. And how about it? Leaves Cleveland and goes down there to Tampa. They look good.
Went with the
Still got Mike
Panthers, played for the Panthers.
Yeah.
By the way, the Panthers, changing off Bryce Young, the Panthers at one time had Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, both quarterbacks off to a great start to the season. And the Panthers now are going to start Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's like our age. And
Yeah, he got benched for the Red Rockets. So I'm going, I mean,
we're way past our
good
NFL
luck.
prime if you're starting quarterback at our age. So we'll see. A lot of ball left. Don't have a lot of faith in the Cowboys this week against the Ravens.
Yeah, I don't either, man. I'm just sitting here going, dude. Cowboys just kind of always seem like, hey, man, we're going to eventually get it together. Don't worry. Hey, we're going to win the division. And I'm going, yeah. I mean, that works if that's your only goal. You know, we're not Cleveland. You know, we're not Denver. We're not some of these teams that we're like, hey, man, we just need to win the division. Oakland or Las Vegas, wherever they're at this week. Like we're Cowboys, right? Our expectations are higher. Even though we hadn't done much since 95, our expectations are still higher. So, yeah, we're like I said, we're going to have to play mistake-free football on Sunday.
Yes, we are. All right, let's get to our picks. Again, last week was a bit of a dud for us. We were only 4-10 as a show, way below our standards. I was a dismal 1-5 last week. I'm off to the worst start in Gridiron Grind history. Been doing the Gridiron Grind since 2010. Worst start I've ever had. 3-14 on the season, Jimmy.
Whoa.
3 weeks in, I'm 3-14. But again, nowhere to go but up. You got to play the median. I mean, I'm about to get hot. Jimmy last week 3-5, 12-11 on the season. Still got a winning record. I think it was your first losing week of the season. So
yeah, NFL, I went over in the NFL, man. Everything just, I mean, golly, San Francisco, Minnesota, Dallas, Jacksonville, the Rams. I mean, golly, somebody slapped Marvin Harrison and woke him up. And
no kidding.
God, he had a game.
The Cardinals are better than I thought. I didn't expect the Cardinals to be what they've been. They're better. Okay, so I'm going with 7 again. I got 4 in college, 3 in the NFL.
I got 5 in each. I'm going big.
Okay. All right, well, I'll let you get started. We'll do college first. Give me your first college pick this week.
Illinois, Nebraska. Give me under 42.5.
Oh, so you're going to go under. Okay.
Going under. Both teams go play great defense. Bielema likes to run the football. Rayola is going to try to ball out. You know, he compares himself to Patrick Mahomes and this and that. Well, let's see. Let's see if you can take over this game and make these plays. Big test, I think, here for the true freshman. Like I said, Brett Bielema is going to run the ball, play good defense, and make Rayola go, okay, man, you got a 2-minute drill in you. Let's see it. And so, yeah, I like the under 42.5, Illinois, Nebraska.
Interesting. I was leaning over because it's such a low number, but as bad as I've been, don't listen to me. Listen to Jimmy. Illinois, Nebraska under 42.5. All right, my first one, I am going to take USC -5 at Michigan. I had it on the card. For the reasons I said, I don't think Michigan's offense is going to be able to score. They really got to lean on their defense. And USC is playing really good defense. their offense. Miller Moss had a good start to the season. Lincoln Riley's going to dial it up. I really believe they're going to hone in on that Texas game plan, and Lincoln Riley's going to dial some stuff up, similar to what Sark did with Texas. I think USC will move the football. I think they'll score some points. I think Michigan will struggle to keep up. It's less than a touchdown. So I'm going to take USC. I think USC gets to a double-digit win, 10, 14 points. I think USC gets it done in the big house against Michigan.
I like it. Harbaugh and Stallions leave right before the wheels fall off. My next, I've got 2 bets, 1 game. Arkansas, Auburn. Give me Arkansas plus 2.5 and give me the over 56. Auburn's not that good. Hugh Freeze, they call this the hot seat bowl because whoever loses this game coaches, the other coach basically puts them on the hot seat. I think Auburn has more to lose this game than Arkansas because they're going, hey man, now's our time. Of Saban's out. Let's see if we can't take back over the state of Alabama. And then, Alabama still doesn't look like they've lost too much. Still probably going to win the Iron Bowl. Arkansas coming in offensively, just come off the good win against UAB. We were down at one point. Defense fought back. Young man got hurt for UAB, but he's okay, they said. Recovered nicely. So I think Arkansas has got the offensive momentum and just the flow of momentum. So give me over 2.5 or give me Arkansas 2.5 plus 2.5 and the over 56.
Love the analysis there. This opened up at 3.5. It is at 2.5 right now, so it's moving the right direction. People think Arkansas is going to win. So Arkansas at Auburn. All right, I got Cal at Florida State. Cal's +3. Give me the Bears. The only thing that worries me, having to fly from California to Florida, but if you've watched this Florida State team, they might be done for the season. They're 0-3, lost to Memphis at home last week. They're 0-2 at home. Cal is a scrappy bunch. They already beat Auburn on the road. Just got to travel a little further east. They're well-coached, hard-nosed football team. Give me the Cal Bears +3 over Florida State.
I like it. Notre Dame hosting Miami of Ohio, over 43. I think Notre Dame is good enough to score 30-something points, maybe even get into the 40s themselves. I think Miami of Ohio can put 1 or 2 on the board. That's all you need. 43, give me it. Miami, Ohio, Notre Dame over 43.
That's all. I hit a home run on Coffee with Creta last Saturday morning. Catch me every Saturday morning live on Instagram. Notre Dame, I called that one on a bounce back game. They smoked Purdue. Their offense looked good. Their offense looked anywhere similar to that. They'll cover that over by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You might not get anything from Miami of Ohio, and they do play better defense than Purdue, but Notre Dame, their offense looked good last week. I got Toledo at Western Kentucky. Yeah, at Western Kentucky. Toledo just beat Mississippi State by 3 touchdowns. Western Kentucky's going to be able to sling it, but Toledo, good ball club. They beat an SEC team on the road and under a field goal favorite on the road again. Western Kentucky. I like Toledo here. Toledo -2.5 at Western Kentucky.
I like it. Next one, Miami, a team that I've been on the over so far this year, and I don't know if they've been pretty good so far. I've bet them over. This will be the second over. I've bet them straight up and the over, and they've hit me both. So let's keep the train rolling. Miami versus South Florida, over 65. Miami's looking across the way, laughing at Florida State. They know the state's theirs, and I think they're on a mission, like we said, to prove it. State of Florida is the University of Miami. This is another team in their way. Over 65. Miami, I think, they may cover this themselves because I don't think Miami's going to let up until final whistle blows. So give me Miami at South Florida, over 65.
All right, my last college game. Tennessee at Oklahoma, under 57. I think OU plays really good defense. It'll be the best defensive team Tennessee plays. And Tennessee also plays good defense, mixed with OU's lack of offensive production and lack of explosive plays. I don't see them getting over on this one. I think this will be close game early. I can see Tennessee pulling away a little bit late, maybe winning by, again, 10, 14 points. But I think it comes in under 57. Two good defenses. and Oklahoma's struggling on offense, so I got to take under 57 in that one.
I like it.
All right, on to the NFL. So there's our college picks. Do a wrap up at the end. Jimmy's 5 NFL bets.
5 NFL bets. Let's start it off. Giants and Browns. Give me under 40. Giants are awful.
Love
The
it.
Browns are awful. Browns play the Browns defense. They still got Myles Garrett. They're going to get after Daniel Jones. And I just don't think there's going to be enough points scored in this game to get over 40. So give me under 40 Giants at the Browns.
You know what? I'm adding that one to my card. So now I'm going to have 4 because that one's on my short list. But I stayed with 3. I'm going to go with 4. I agree. Giants, Browns, both offenses struggling early. They don't get to 40. Giants, Browns under 40. I'm with you. Add it.
I like it. Okay, next one. 49ers, Rams, under 44. 49ers, we know their defense. McCaffrey's still out. The Rams lose Puka Nacua and possibly Cooper Kupp. I just don't think there's going to be a lot of offense in this. So give me the under 44, 49ers and Rams. 49ers looking to bounce back. So I bet that defense is hot. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is like a 30-6 or something kind of game.
That was also on my short list. I'm not going to add that one, but I like it. Lions, Cardinals, under 52. And both teams can score. Cardinals have been on fire. I think that comes down to the median a little bit. Good competitive game. 52 is just a big number in the NFL right now. That's 7 touchdowns and a field goal. I think this game stays in the high 40s. Give me Lions, Cardinals, under 52.
I like it. Packers, Titans. Give me Packers +3. I like the Packers. They're starting Malik Willis, but I tell you what, Malik Willis won a game last week. I mean, I think they've still got weapons. They haven't even begun to really unlock Christian Watson. But I think the Packers do enough that the Titans aren't very good. And I think the Packers do enough on the road at Tennessee. Give me Packers +3.
Sunday Night Football, Chiefs and Falcons, under 47. I don't think the Falcons can score enough points to get the over. I think Chiefs will definitely score. But the Falcons, big upset on Monday night. I don't see this one getting above 47. Again, another high number in the NFL where unders reign supreme, especially early in the season. So I'm taking Chiefs, Falcons, under 47, Sunday Night Football.
Sticking with that same game, give me Chiefs -3. I don't think, like you said, Atlanta will be able to score enough. I think Kansas City can get this. I don't think Atlanta wins the game. I think worst case it's a push. Maybe Butker kicks one at the end, but I think the Chiefs get it rolling, and I think the Chiefs cover this. So give me Kansas City -3.
All right, for my last one, Monday Night Football, Jags and Bills, under 46. The Jags offense is struggling. Struggle bus. Start the season against the Dolphins. They struggled last week against the Browns of all teams. Jags are struggling on offense. Bills play really good defense. I like the under 46. Jags and Bills under 46.
I like that one. My last one. Philadelphia Eagles coming to the Big Easy, going to New Orleans. Give me New Orleans -2.5.
Love it.
Think the New Orleans Saints might be for real. We're gonna find out because I think Philly's still a good football team. But it's at home. That dome is going to be rocking. That city believes they got their team back. That's what they've been waiting for. Old school Camara. Camara looks like old school Camara. So Eagles coming off that loss. Sirianni, just what a douche, man.
Yes.
That guy. He's another one, might be gone a couple years after going to the Super Bowl. Now you're potentially on the hot seat. And I think the Saints are going to go, hey, guys, let's just wipe through the NFC East. We beat Dallas, probably our toughest competition. Let's keep the train rolling. And I think they're going to try to put it on Philly just like they did us. I think they're going to be able to do it. This might be the rocking chair game of the week. Give me Saints -2.5, hosting the Eagles.
I think the Saints are for real. Eagles will be a little desperate after dropping that game. But I think the Saints are for real. All right.
I like what you did there after dropping that game. They had a Saquon, a little dig at Saquon there.
Caught that, did you? Yeah. Well, he didn't, but you caught it.
Yeah. Ha ha. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. All right, here's our recap. Jimmy, he's got Illinois, Nebraska. That's a Friday night game. Illinois, Nebraska under 42.5. Arkansas plus 2.5. Arkansas, Auburn over 56. Notre Dame, Miami of Ohio over 43. Miami, South Florida over 65. NFL, Jimmy's got Giants, Browns under 40. 49ers, Rams under 44. Packers plus 3. Chiefs minus 3. Saints minus 2.5. Myself, Creta 3. College games, we got USC minus 5. Cal plus 3. Toledo minus 2.5. Tennessee, Oklahoma under 57. My NFL games, I also have Giants, Browns under 40. And the Lions, Cardinals under 42 or under 52. Chiefs, Falcons under 47. And Jags, Bills under 46. That's our show. Thanks for listening. Another week in the books. Like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube videos. We're also on Apple Podcasts. Check us out. And also, we're going to be back live. Cowboys live post-game show. First one of the year will be live this Sunday, right after the conclusion of Cowboys Ravens. Check us out only on YouTube. For Creta 3, Jimmy G, thanks for listening. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
See ya.